Good morning, students. We are continuing the chapter Gravitation. Previously, we have done the topic the weight on the moon. It is 1 by 6 of the earth. Today, we are studying the next topic, that is what is the meaning of thrust, what is the meaning of pressure, what are the various applications of the pressure in the everyday life, and a topic which is upthrust or the buoyant force. Now, the first we have to study about what is the meaning of thrust. It is the perpendicular force acting on the surface. When the force actually it is the same as a force, but only the difference is that when 90-degree force is acting, it will be called as the thrust. So thrust, it is the perpendicular force acting on the surface. The SI unit of the thrust, it is Newton. Okay, so what is the thrust? It is the force which is acting on the 90-degree. It is called as the thrust. What is the unit of the thrust? It is Newton. Now next come the pressure. Now pressure, what is the unit of, what is the definition of the pressure? It is the force exerted per unit area. Pressure, it is denoted by capital P, it is capital F and A. So the force exerted per unit area or the force per unit area, it is defined as the pressure. Now if we write the unit of the pressure, it is Pascal, the unit of the force, it is Newton, and the unit of area, it is 1 meter, it is meter square. Now if we want to define what is the meaning of 1 Pascal, how we can define? When the 1 Newton of the force is applied on area of 1 meter square. 1 Pascal, how can we define? The force applied is 1 Newton on area of 1 meter square. Then we can say that it is 1 Pascal. So pressure, it is the force applied per unit area. The unit of the pressure, it is Pascal. The force, if you write the unit, it is Newton, area, it is meter square. So 1 Pascal, it is defined when the 1 Newton of the force is applied on area of 1 meter square. Now what are the example of pressure in everyday life? The first, it is there, the camel can easily walk on sand. Now if we see the fit of the animal, okay, if we see that why they are able to walk on sand, because the area of their legs are the area of their pad which they are walking, it is more. When the area it is more, the pressure which is exerted on the ground will be less. Okay, that is why the camel can easily walk on the sand, because they are walking pads area. Okay, when they are walking their pad, they are exerting they are having the more area, so the less pressure will be exerted on the ground, so they can easily walk on the sand. The next, it is there a sharp knife. Now before that, you must clear this point that this force equal to F upon area, the pressure is directly relationship with the force. Now what does it mean? More will be the force, more will be the pressure, and this area, it is inversely proportional with the pressure. It means when you are increasing or decreasing, the reverse case will be there. For example, when you are increasing the area, the pressure will be less. When you are decreasing the area, the pressure will be more. And the same application we are using in the pressure in the everyday life. Now for example, if you see a sharp knife, it is more effective than the blunt knife. Now again we are writing the same relationship, P equal to F upon A. Now a sharp knife is there. Sharp knife means the area of the edge. If you see the area of the knife, this edge, it is very less. Okay, so when the area it is very less, it is exerting the more pressure, so that we can, the object can easily get cut. Okay, so a sharp knife, it is more effective than the blunt knife, because the area of the edge, it is very less, so the pressure exerted on the object will be more, so that it can easily get cut. Okay, now next, it is there, it is painful to hold a bag with thin strip as compared to the broad strip. Now what happened in this, if we are using the bag of the thin strip, what will happen? If the area it is less, so the pressure on the shoulder will be more. So what we are preferring? We are preferring the broad bag. Okay, broad strip bag, so that in that case the area will be more. Okay, the area will be more, so the pressure on the shoulder will be less. Okay, so area in the case of the broad strip bag is more, so the pressure on the shoulder will be less. Now the last line is there, which is called the last definition, it is there, which is called as what is the meaning of upthrust or buoyant force. The upward force which is exerted by the liquid. If we see here, a object is there which is immersed in a liquid. Now from the upper side, the force of gravity, it is acting. Now from the downward side, a force is exerted by liquid on this object. This is called as an upthrust force. Okay, so whenever the upward force exerted by a liquid on a body which is immersed in a liquid, so the downward force which is acting on this object will be called as a upthrust or the buoyant force.